Starbucks released their 2025 holiday menu on November 6th. Not only have they brought back returning holiday menu items, but they have also added some new treats, drinks, and items onto the list. The selected holiday drinks being spoken about can be ordered either hot or iced and customized to your liking. Starting with the peppermint mocha, this mocha is truly a holiday staple. This drink can be served either hot or iced and is typically made with 2 espresso shots, 2% milk, 4 pumps of mocha, another 4 pumps of peppermint, finished with whipped topping and chocolate curls. Moving on to the caramel brulee, this drink is normally made with 2% milk, 4 pumps of caramel brulee sauce, 2 espresso shots, and whipped topping with caramel brulee pieces on top. Next is the sugar cookie latte, which seems to be a fan favorite. The ingredients of this drink are quite simple, including 2% milk, 2 shots of blonde espresso, and 4 pumps of sugar cookie syrup topped with red and green sprinkles to emphasize the holiday theme. The gingerbread latte is another simple drink made with 2 blonde espresso shots, 2% milk, 4 pumps of gingerbread syrup, topped with your choice of whipped cream or cold foam along with pumpkin spice topping. Moving on to the eggnog latte, this drink is made with 2 espresso shots as the milk is substituted for eggnog and is topped with nutmeg powder. Now looking at the chestnut praline latte, it is typically made with 2 espresso shots, 2% milk, and 4 pumps of chestnut praline syrup topped with whipped cream and chestnut praline topping. Some holiday food items include the sugar plum Danish. This limited time pastry has a soft cream cheese filling surrounded by a fluffy Danish. It is topped with a spiced sugar plum spread and is warmed up before being served, yet it can be requested cold as well for later enjoyment. This pastry is priced between $4.60 and $5 depending on the location. The cinnamon pull-apart is another seasonal pastry consisting of croissant pieces sprinkled with cinnamon sugar, placed together and topped with crunchy streusel so that you can pull apart the pastry, eating it one chunk at a time. Once again, this item is warmed up but may be requested cold and is sold at $4 for most U.S. locations. The seasonal polar bear cake pop is filled with vanilla cake and covered in white chocolate, decorated as a polar bear. Its cost increased about 50 cents more than year-round cake pops as they remain at $3.75 and this item is sold for $4.25. Starbucks Cranberry Bliss Bar is a blondie stuffed with dried cranberries and topped with a layer of cream cheese icing. Again, its price depends on the location, varying from $3.95 to $4.25. Whole boxes of the bars are available at the end of the year and start around $16.95, being sold at most U.S. locations. The snowman shortbread cookie is seen decorated with either red or blue icing along with white sprinkles towards the bottom of the festive treat. Its price ranges from $2.50 to $3.50. Looking at the blonde roast, it comes in a 1-pound bag filled with whole beans. After purchasing, you have the option to request them to be ground for any at-home coffee maker from fine to coarse grinds. The price varies depending on location from $14.95 to $17.95. A medium roast for this holiday season, named the Holiday Blend, contains 1 pound of whole beans, as well as being ground among request. The pricing remains the same as the blonde roast. The Christmas Blend is a dark roast and, similarly to the previous roast, contains 1 pound of whole beans that can be ground with the same pricing as well. Looking at some festive Starbucks items, the 2025 holiday season included something special, a Hello Kitty merch collaboration. Stores sold these items for a limited time, and the limited availability of these items made them quite popular. The items include a Hello Kitty plush wearing a Starbucks apron, a ceramic mug topped with a bow, a stainless steel tumbler, and a cold cup with a straw, along with Hello Kitty themed gift cards. This 20-ounce glass Barista Bear Cup launched on November 6th along with the rest of the holiday menu items. Stores were sent extremely limited quantities and various stores were sold out of the item minutes upon opening. Red Cup Day was on Thursday, November 13th. Customers received a free reusable red cup with the purchase of either a fall or holiday handcrafted beverage, including lattes, shaken espressos, peppermint mochas, and more. We are now looking at a graph made on Graph It Up that estimates Starbucks holiday sales, implying that sales increase once the holiday items are launched. The Starbucks website stated, "Last Thursday's holiday launch was our biggest sales day ever in North America," as well as a quote saying, "Yesterday we had our strongest reusable red cup day in company history."
Hello, my name's Izzy. I'm here doing an interview for the Starbucks holiday news story. Question 1. Do you feel that you see an increase in sales when the holiday menu items and merchandise are released?
We have 3 major launches that we do, or 4 major launches that we do every year. Yes, usually the launches that happen in spring and summer are not as big or popular, but definitely when we come to the holiday seasons for fall and winter, those are definitely our biggest launch sales of the year. So towards the end of the year, yeah, it definitely gets a lot busier.
What are new items that are being sold this year that haven't been sold in the past?
So there was a huge viral Starbucks Barista Bear Cup that I'm sure a lot of you heard of that went crazy through TikTok overnight. A lot of stores had received this cup like 2 weeks ahead of time, including ours. And we have never seen something like this where people went crazy for a cup like this. We've had a lot of Stanley Starbucks Club cups as well, but like those never sold out like that. They took at least like a few days or a week to sell out. But the Bear Cup was probably the most insane launch we've ever seen.
Does it feel any different working at Starbucks during this time of year?
It's definitely a lot busier. The holiday season is around this time is probably the busiest time of the year. We are pretty busy during the summer too, but I would say the months of November and December are hands down the busiest time of the year for Starbucks for sure.
And my final question for you. As a Starbucks employee, what do you do to ensure that customers are leaving with a positive experience?
I always try to provide the best service possible. I always try to interact with customers, even if it's a bad day for me personally. I always try to smile and interact with customers. And whenever I make a drink, I always try to make it perfect.